Hey guys, welcome to this episode of The Rachel Cruze Show. So I know it is so easy to feel overwhelmed and stressed out about money, especially these days. I mean, there is so much right now, whether it's high gas prices, seeing the stock market going down, high grocery prices, housing prices. It feels like a lot. And if you are already on a really tight budget and feeling like, oh my gosh, are we gonna make it month to month? This has only put that much more stress on you. And so when people think about, hey, I want to start new habits, I want to actually try to figure out this money thing, there still can be a lot of shame and caution and, it's like you don't know where to start and feeling like I should be better off than this or I should know more than this, all of that. So I want you to just take all of that off your plates and tell yourself, hey, you've done what you think is best up until this point. But if you don't like where you are currently with your money, then you got to change some stuff, right? And that's not bad. That's not a shameful thing. That's actually a really great thing. When you learn and grow into something new, a new part of your life, and start these new habits, man, it can help you so much. So I want to give you a few tips that I think would significantly reduce your financial stress. And some of these you can just do over the weekends. That's right. Just a few of these things. And you don't have to do all of them that I list out, but choose maybe 2 or 3. And what ends up happening is you say, okay, I'm doing this new stuff with my money, 2, 3, 4 things that she mentions. And you might see some traction, you might get some wins, and then it might really encourage you that, hey, I can actually do this. And then again, it goes into feeling like, I know more and can do more when it comes to my money. Because guess what? You can. So let's list out a couple of things that I think would be really good things for you to think about and possibly do over the weekend. So one of them is look at your debt. Yeah. In order to have the big accomplishment of paying off all of your debt, you have to know where you're starting. And so many people want to avoid this, or they feel stressed out when they see a bill come in, or they don't want to look online or log into their account, and they just feel overwhelmed. So it will feel overwhelming, especially if you don't know what's going on. And the idea in your head is probably more magnified than the reality, right? Just the question mark of not knowing sends you into a whole new stress point than actually knowing and bring logic and facts to the situation. So I want you to list out all of your debt. Every credit card bill you have, every car loan, every student loan, every personal loan, if you have medical debt, anything that you have when it comes to owing someone money, even a loan from your mom that you had 3 years ago that is still looming in your head, anything and everything, list it out. Put it down on paper. And then do the second grade math, if you will, of do the smallest number to the largest number. And just do that and look and see. And even doing that, I know sounds scary, but it really will give you peace when you have logic. My friend, Dr. John Deloney says, facts are your friend. When you can have facts in front of you, it actually helps calm you down. Another thing that you can do is make a budget. And I would say do this before you even make your weekend plans for this coming weekend, okay? Make a budget. That's your income minus your expenses equals 0. And what's included in your expenses, I count giving and saving as well. So make a budget. Go back to your checking account the past 3 months, or if you use credit cards, cut them up, but look at your credit card statements and add up, hey, how much do I spend on food? How much am I spending on gas? How much am I spending on shopping? How much am I spending? All of these different categories. Get an idea. But then the goal is your income minus all those categories should equal 0. So every dollar coming in is assigned. But the numbers that you pull from, on average, last 3 months, they're gonna probably be a lot larger because you weren't living on a budget. So even you probably gonna be able to shrink that down because the more intentional you are, the more likely you are to save. And when it comes to your budget, one of my favorite apps is EveryDollar. Winston and I use it, and it's so easy. It connects to your bank. You can drag and drop your transactions, and it keeps you on track. So I really recommend that. But if you just love paper or love Excel, you can do that too. So again, the math part of it is easy, but getting the information, it's a lot of work. And actually sticking to it is gonna create some new habits, but it is so worth it. All right, next, put $50 away in savings. Like right now. If you don't have a savings account, open one and just put $50 away. That's it. It's gonna feel like, wow, I have a savings account over there with money. $50, but there's money there. And again, it's a quick win just to get you in the practice of doing something like this. And even opening up a new account can feel like, ugh, kind of scary, intimidating. You can do it online on an online bank. You can go down to your local bank or credit union. But this is great to, yes, create a savings account and put $50 in right now. Also, cancel a subscription. Yep, I don't care if it's Disney Plus, Hulu, Amazon Music, Amazon Prime, Apple Music, Apple Plus. I mean, there's so many subscriptions out there. And if you don't have cable, then you probably have Showtime and HBO, all the stuff. Just cancel one. And listen, if you're dying a month later, that you need it back, you can go back and subscribe if you want, okay? But more than likely, you're going to cancel the subscription that you don't use very often. You're going to realize really quickly, oh, I really didn't need it in the first place. But it's a good feeling. It's part of cutting expenses. So cancel one subscription this weekend. Next, use my 2-3-5 method. So go around your house. This could be maybe in your nightstand even, in your closet, your bathroom. Throw 2 things away, sell 3 things, and give 5 things away. Do it. Because when you start to do it, you're going to feel like, oh, I'm going to do more. I'm going to do more. It's addicting, I'm telling you. Getting crap out of your house feels so good. Feels so good. That minimalist living, oh, it gives you peace of mind. So this 2-3-5 method helps you get there. Next, find one way to be generous. Okay, this can be with your time. I would say this could even be with your words. This could be with your money. I don't care, but find one way to give to someone. And again, that could be buying them something, maybe a cup of coffee. This could be saying a word, a kind word of something that you've been thinking about and you just haven't sent that text, send it. Or if there's a place to serve and it's your time and you're like, hey, I'm gonna just spend a few hours here, do it. Find a way to be generous, because I always tell people, give a little until you can give a lot, but start from somewhere. Now, I wanna tell you guys about one of our sponsors, Slick Deals. When it comes to saving money, you've got to shop smart, and Slick Deals makes it really easy. It's a crowdsourced shopping platform that helps you save. You can find verified coupons, codes, and awesome prices, and all things that you need on slickdeals.net/Rachel. Okay, something else to do this weekend. Listen to one episode of a financial podcast. I mean, I would recommend the Ramsey Network because I believe in what we teach. But it could be a Smart Money Happy Hour. It could be the Ramsey Show. I don't care what it is, but listen to a financial podcast, because part of winning with money is learning. It's a small part. It's about 20% understanding, it's knowledge. 80% is behavior. So a big part, which is most of these tips, is changing your behavior and doing something different. But actually understanding how money works is really important. What's great, you guys, is you're going to learn. It's not rocket science. You don't have to have an MBA to win with money. A lot of it, so much of it, is pretty much common sense. So again, putting good things in your brain and learning is really important. Also, plan a get together with friends or family that doesn't cost money. So whether this is a game night or you have everyone come and bring dinner, maybe you get some pizza dough and everyone brings toppings, have a movie night, do something that does not cost money. I feel like, especially on the weekends, there's this pressure to like go out to eat or go do something fun because it's the weekend and you want to celebrate. But that stuff can cost you tremendously. So again, those things aren't bad, but to practice new money habits, which is our goal this weekend, do something different and do something free. And then when you go to sleep on Saturday night, you're gonna be like, oh, that was so fun. And it didn't cost me anything. It's good. All right, next, unsubscribe from at least five marketing email newsletters. Yep. Whenever you buy something, type in your email address, and guess what? You get all of these emails, and they're like 20% off, buy one, get one free. Have you checked out the sweaters that are on sale? It is like marketing right to you. And if you're like me, you tap that mail icon on your phone and you go into your email and you're like, oh my gosh, this. And I sit there and delete half of them. So I need to go through and just unsubscribe as well. Because these newsletters, you guys, man, they can tempt you to buy things. It's like a sale you never knew existed until it hits your inbox. So by unsubscribing, you're gonna be less tempted to buy things. Next, run your Amazon order history report from last year. Whew. This is like a therapeutic time. It's gonna be really hard to see because we buy everything on Amazon and we're like, oh my gosh. But it's really important to take note of all the patterns that you see are overspending. You look to see, okay, what am I overspending on? What do I tend to buy that's too much or not enough? And you just can really see your spending habits so much. So get that history report and look at it. Next, challenge yourself to see if you can spend $50 less on groceries than you normally would. You can actually use my meal planner and grocery savings guide to help you do this. I'll put a link in the description. But again, this is just being aware. I feel like sometimes too with grocery shopping, I can get in this like, oh my gosh, inflation's killing me. Throw in more Oreos, I put this in my bag, and I just blame the high cost of groceries on inflation, which plays a big part, don't get me wrong. But also, I'm like, I don't want that to be an excuse. Sometimes I am gonna have to make decisions or actually look at prices more carefully and again, make choices through my grocery shopping. So do that and just play the game. Just play the game. Just say, hey, I wanna go $30 or $50 less on my groceries. And it's fascinating what ends up happening because I think you can do it. I think you can do it. All right, make sure to share this video with a friend who may wanna join you in getting rid of some financial stress this weekend. And yeah, you guys, simple tips, some of them harder to do than others, but take 3 of these and just try it this weekend and start to get traction when it comes to taking control of your money. Because remember, that's what this is all about, taking control of your money and creating a life you love.